Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards remain for second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Edger and James, 70 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Wilson. Rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. on third down. It's James. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Newton. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Cook able to escape.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dalvin Cook from 17 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action. Now Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Edger and James, 82 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 139 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here's James. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down now, it's James. And some room to maneuver. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
How about that, partner? That's
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. Complete to Newsom. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Steps away to his left. Open man, that's Ozzie Newsome. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Runs through the contact, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Newton. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll run on first down. James. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Stadium. Pulls it in. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A give to Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And he gets it down to the 32. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The 17-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
A gain of 3 yards.
They run on first down with Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
On second down, it's James. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone. And pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Folk out there now to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there.
First and 10 at the 30.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Brady. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
and this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jack Youngblood able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on second and long. Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Brady. He's going to try and go deep again, and that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On third down, it's James. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. On the ground, it's James. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Edger and James as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On first and 10, here's Brady. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. So the 3-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. We always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it with James. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. James. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson steps away. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Nick Folk for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Dolphins nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Brady going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a... Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for the Niners. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Brady. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little...
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Brady now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Brady to throw again. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down now, it's James. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed. Now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Vick, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Michael Vick taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Brady's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To try again after this. Under pressure, they got him again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down to the 32. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Out to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And Folk's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that
one. On 2nd down, it's James. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. James. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 1st half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Vick, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And across the chalk into the end zone.